Hello, and welcome to the American Society of Brewing Chemists and the Brewers Association's instructional video series for basic brewing analysis. I'm going to show you how to filter and degas a sample of beer or wort to prepare it for brewing analysis. Passing a sample through filter paper can effectively clarify and degas beer and wort for measuring density with a hydrometer or density meter. This method can be used for preparing samples for other analytical methods too. If wort and beer samples have particulate or gas in suspension, measurements of color, for example, can be inaccurate. Other options for degassing samples for analysis can be found on the ASBC Beer Degassing Methods and Alternatives matrix. This resource highlights preferred degassing methods based on the analysis to be performed. For this method, we will need a funnel, filter paper, the sample to be filtered, and a collection container. The volume required will depend on the method you intend to execute. I'm going to filter about 300 milliliters of beer, which would be a typical sample size for measuring specific gravity with a hydrometer. It is recommended to filter samples at room temperature. If you intend to filter wort using this method, it is safer to collect a cooled sample instead of handling very hot wort. Collect your sample in a sealable container. Then place the funnel into a clean, empty container and place a new filter paper into the funnel. If the filter paper is not pleated, it may need to be folded or creased to properly fit in the funnel. Now, carefully pour the sample into the funnel and filter paper, but don't fill past the top of the funnel. You may need to let some sample filter through the paper before pouring the entire sample into the funnel. Filter about 2 times the amount of sample needed for the analysis that you are performing. This will ensure that you have ample volume for the test and extra just in case. After the sample has been filtered, dispose of the filter. Each sample requires a new filter. We also recommend analyzing the sample as soon as possible after filtration. Attributes of the sample could change in storage. Now that your sample is filtered and degassed, it is ready for whatever analysis you plan to perform. Make sure to read through the ASBC methods thoroughly before taking any measurements or samples. Many methods have nuances that must be practiced for best results. If you have any questions about analysis or methods, please contact the ASBC at asbcnet.org. For additional videos, they can be found at asbcnet.org or brewersassociation.org. Cheers!